Oh, hi there, Dan Amrich, One of Swords from Activision. I'm the community manager for Activision, and this is another episode of One of Swords TV, where you write me some questions and I try to answer them here on the air. Just send them to YouTube at oneofswords.com and I will get them and I will review them, and sometimes I will match them up, which is what I did this week, because I got two similar questions from two different people, Max Wong and Vauhan Whiskey. Both wrote me asking a really open-ended question that I hate answering, which is, what do you see for the future of gaming? I know this is a popular topic, especially now as we're about to go into a transition. People start thinking about the last 7 or 8 years of gaming and how that's evolved and how that was different from what they played before that, and they're all kind of wondering, where do we go from here? How much more HD can it be? Is 3D the future? Where do you see the gaming industry going in 10 or 20 years? Here's the truth. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not a fortune teller. I cannot tell the future. What we have in this industry is a whole bunch of people, some of whom are paid to predict what's going to happen tomorrow, and 70% of the time they're wrong anyway. So, I just don't put a lot of stock into it. And I know that sounds like a cop-out, but here's what I believe. I believe that the gaming industry is always motivated by experiences, right? I don't really think it matters what you play it on. I don't think that technology is the end. I think technology is a means to an end. You use technology to have a cool entertainment experience. This is why you will find many people, say my age or thereabouts, they still love the old arcade games. It doesn't matter that this is a very low-res thing on a big giant glass monitor. Galaga is still fun, because it's still a fun experience. So the technology that's evolved since then has not made Galaga any more fun than it used to be, for me. So if it's a fun experience, it's a fun experience. That's what drives the industry. So 20 years from now, I think we're still going to have fun experiences. Now, the only thing that technology and the way that kind of stuff evolves, it just gives you more options. If you had told me when I was a kid, and I say this pretty often, but again, I played Galaga, right? I would go to a place, I would physically put a coin in a giant wooden box with a piece of glass in it, and I would say, entertain me, right? And now, I can play that game on my phone. If you had told me, even 20 years ago, that, the future of my personal gaming would be a slim, little, window of technology, and that I'd be able to do whatever I want on that, and I'd be able to play all the games that I remember on that, and then some brand new ones that could never have existed, I would have trouble believing it. I would want to believe it, but, I wouldn't have had the forethought to look 20 years into the future. So, I don't know what the future's gonna bring. I don't really care. I know that sounds weird, because I'm still the same gamer that I was 20 years ago. I still want a good experience. I still want to just have fun with whatever I'm doing. I will support and buy whatever technology brings that about. For me, 3D versus 2D displays with my crazy wonky eye, that does not really affect me. That does not make games more fun for me. It may make it more fun for you, and that's fine. But to me, that's not a watershed moment. That's a gimmick. That's something that we can do because technology lets us do it. Does that make Galaga more fun? Probably not. So I don't really know. I can't say that I know where the industry is going. I believe that digital downloads will be a lot more important. I do see a future where we're no longer relying on disc as the primary thing. It'll probably still always be there for people who want it, but I think the conveniences are simply too great for something of downloadable direct kind of software for the console market, and the PC market already understands this. They've been dealing with it for years, and it works great for them. So I think that's a sort of a short-term inevitability, maybe 5 years from now, maybe less. I know a lot of people would say a lot less, but I think consumer habits are hard to break, and we like physically buying a thing that says we're a gamer. So, the market will dictate wherever we go. That is the absolute truth. If somebody comes up with a brand new technology that nobody wants, nobody's going to buy it, and that technology will go away. I swear to God, back when I was a Game Pro, I saw a prototype technology that was supposed to work with consoles of the day, 16-bit consoles, 32-bit consoles, that made smells based on what you were doing in the game. It was an API smell. It was a series of oils and a small heater. And if you were in a fiery scene, and they could make it smell like smoke and sulfur. And if you were out in a field, it could make it smell like lilacs, right? Nobody wanted this technology at all. It was the joke, So while they saw that as the future, I did not, and ultimately that's it. You guys who are watching this, you guys are going to say what the future is. Why should I predict it? You're going to let everybody know what you want, what you don't want, what you're willing to buy, what you're not willing to buy, and that's all that's going to determine it. And as far as I'm concerned, whatever trappings it comes with, as long as it's fun, that's fine with me. So there you go. I ain't no prophet, kids. Send your questions to YouTube at oneofswords.com. I will try to tackle them on a future episode of One of Swords TV. In the meantime, check out oneofswords.com. That's where I keep all my stuff, including giveaways, podcasts, and other fun things. Thanks for watching. See you later.